here's the thing: is like you're grasping at straws. Like if he does something incredible, like the shootout goal he scored,
It was great.
Was fantastic. You could celebrate that.
Absolutely.
Why am I seeing people celebrate him winning a board battle?
Okay, so I don't again. I don't want to call out people, but I have to read Aaron Ward's tweet like verbatim.
Don't.
Shout out Aaron Ward. Listen, no, all due respect. I loved watching you on the panel. All absolutely due respect, and I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to help and appease a fan base here, and also like flex some statistical knowledge. I love it. I get it. But Aaron Ward yesterday, Canadiens fans and TSN 690 Daily Conversation, why Slafkovsky has been noticeably better in the last 5-game segment at 5-on-5. The optics are definitely being supported by the numbers. Definitely. Did you know that Juraj Slafkovsky is second in velocity skated max, behind only also a guy who's doing so great this season, Josh Anderson. So that's a great, sort of I would say demarcation of success.
Oh dear God!
And then he's also first in maximum velocity with possession. His also Slafkovsky's recent distance skated with possession above threshold, at which is 18 miles per hour, has more than doubled. On top of that, Slav has driven 2/3 of the top line's total distance skated with possession above threshold, and his individual zone entries are even more efficient, up 7% from the season total, or from the season level against a lot of the top pairing D they face.
Yeah. So the thing about distance skated, is that it's not an indicator of success. It means that he's having to work harder to accomplish less. So there's that. Do I need to pull up his stats?
I mean, you can if you want.
Should I run? I'm gonna do that because I've had it. This is absurd. Man, I get it. I get it. You want this kid to be successful, that's fine. But just admit it was a bad pick. What are we doing here? He has negative even strength offense, negative even strength defense, negative impact on the power play. I don't get it. Last year, he was in the 7th percentile of players. This year, he's in the 12th.
So on December 8th.
What are we doing? Stop.
Again,
just play him in the AHL and let him develop.
Come on. How have we not done this yet? But again, another great reporter, Eric Engels. Love Eric Engels. But he tweeted, I think it was Eric Engels, tweeted on December 8th, I believe, that Juraj Slafkovsky has looked so much noticeably better in his last 3 games. It's looked incredible. And I was like, let's see what those last 3 games were like. He's like, listen, he started off slow, but boy, Juraj Slafkovsky, just from the eyes, he looks so much better. He looks like an NHL player. Those 3 games included a game against a 4-0 loss against the LA Kings, a 4-2 win against the Seattle Kraken, and a Detroit Red Wings 5-4 loss in overtime. Slafkovsky went with 0 goals, 0 assists for 0 points with 1 shot, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, 0 plus minus, 0 penalty minutes, 1 shot, and then 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, -1, 0 penalty minutes, 0 shots. So I go, really? He's turned his season around during that stretch. We are just the surgery that we are doing with numbers to try and get it to the point where they can praise Juraj Slafkovsky. I've never seen, and I guess it's a testament to how nice of a guy that he is, because
and don't get me wrong, I want this kid to succeed.
I do too.
But this is nonsense.
But we've never seen this before from another prospect.
I had to check to make sure I wasn't crazy, so I went on Evolving Hockey.
Yeah.
Because I just had to make sure I wasn't going nuts. On Montreal this year, Juraj Slafkovsky is 18th among all skaters in games above replacement, and has a negative 0.3 wins above replacement value. He is a negative value player, both offensively and defensively. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is
nonsense,
dude. This is management's fault at this point. Like Slafkovsky, he can only
it's
do.
not the kid's fault.
It's absolutely not the kid's fault. He can only do so much. But the fact that like you have, what is the point of installing the developmental pipeline? Because they like the Habs have gone.
They have Adam Nicholas there,
but they've also like they moved their AHL team from, I believe it was Hamilton
to Laval.
So it's in their backyard. They did the exact same thing. Basically, the Leafs did with the Marlies.
Very smart
to make sure that like there is both equal distance, so it cuts down on travel and it cuts down on like alienation from the team, but also so that all facets of the organization, developmental facets, can go under the same umbrella, have the same long-term plan, have the same approach, be all on the same page, be together, so the coaches and the GMs can watch each other's games, like vice versa, development, all that great stuff. They got a new building, like Laplace Bell. They did, they've invested a lot into it. What is the point of that if you are not going to send your very clearly struggling first overall pick to the AHL when he's eligible for it and just stick him there and be like, dude,
you're playing here for the whole year.
Cook down here. We'll give you 20 minutes a night. You're a big guy. Learn how to play against big players. Get your confidence back as a top line guy who can put the puck in the net. Then next year in training camp, have a great training camp, and we'll slot you right back into the top 6. Why are they not doing that? It seems like it's the most logical thing possible, and yet they are not doing it. I don't get it. They did it to Cole Caulfield. Why are they not doing it to Slafkovsky?